Today is January 25th, 2024. There's a lot of stuff going on. So first thing I wanted to show you these two sticky stuff dispensers from Michael Engineering. They're really good. I've set one up obviously for slow epoxy, one for fast, and I've still got this other little setup here in case I want some high viscosity fast resin and hardener mix. But these are fabulous. These pump, of course, way faster than alternating back and forth between these two. This is just way better. I feel much more confident about the accuracy of it. So these are adjustable. This piece here can slide back and forth, and more importantly, this little connector here on this handle also can slide back and forth. So the way this works is it's a spring return, but you push the handle down, and as you push the handle down, it pulls these two pistons in here down, which draws the epoxy in, and then on the way back up, there's a little check valve up here inside these containers that closes and forces the epoxy out through the little nozzles. And I bent and moved the nozzles around so that they're closer to each other, which works better for small containers. And when I got them, I tested them. I marked, you can see with the green Sharpie, as close as I could to where this was bolted on, and then I scribed it through the middle of the Sharpie mark, so you can see that scratch there in the Sharpie thing. So that's about, when I got it, it was about 1 millimeter away from the distance between this edge of here and that. So on this particular dispenser, it was just slightly off. I tested it a few times, checked it by volume, and also went back and checked these dispensers, this one and this one over here, and they were absolutely spot on, exactly 50-50 by volume. This one over here that I've got full of the fast resin was absolutely spot on. This was just a tiny bit off, so I just loosened this bolt here and just pushed it over, tightened it back down. Note to anybody who's going to do that, what stops this lever from coming up is this connector here hits the bottom of this thing. So when you loosen this and it slides on this handle, basically the spring pulls it up and epoxy comes out. So fortunately I had my gloves on, but I got epoxy and stuff all over my gloves as soon as I loosened this bolt here. So anyway, moved it a tiny bit, and that worked out fine. You've probably also noticed this green tape that I put on various places. So inevitably you're pumping away and you've got goo on your gloves and stuff, and it builds up around here and you get this massive cake of stuff on here, so on the handle. So this makes it easy just to pull the tape off and replace it whenever you want. And the same thing here when you're bringing a container in. Lots of times there's mixed epoxy on the lip of the container and it bumps into these things, and these get like all kinds of crusty bits on them over time, and I find it annoying, so I just put a bit of tape on there, which solves that problem. So the other thing that's been going on is over here. So this is the aft keel section, and what I did was down here on the bottom, I glassed this in with the tape. So I put filler in this space here, and then put the tape over the top of that, just to get a added reinforcement between here and here. This has not been installed yet, but this is the bottom of the battery box here. So this is 3/8 inch plywood. And once I install this, I'll obviously be gluing it onto these things here, and then I'll also be taping it on the sides in the same way I did here. So I've got lots of strength from the piece of wood that's going to be supporting the batteries up into the side of the hull here, and underneath this support down here, as well as this support between bottom of the boat and the battery support. So and then the bulkheads here are all cut and fiberglass on both sides, all ready to go in. I've just got them sort of clamped in place, just checking the fit of everything before I start gluing up stuff. So anyway, I'll be gluing this in first. Once that's in and the tape and everything here is all set, I'll have to carve off a little bit on the corners of this so that these bulkheads fit properly, but then I'll be doing that. And then this piece, so I'm going to need to be able to attach these pieces, you know, this keel piece to the end down there. So what I've done is I've made up pieces that go in here on the sides, into this space here and down here in this space. Same thing on the other side, and then a piece that goes in the bottom here, so it'll glue onto the bottom here, and then it'll be able to be bolted and glued into the forward keel piece. And then these battery support pieces, there'll be a sister one either side of here that transition between the two. And then I made this up, so it's a scarf joint. There's a scarf joint already on that, and then this piece will drop in here like this, and when that's in place, this will meet the bulkhead on the forward keel piece. So the reason for having this not glued in now is so that I can put these sister pieces in, I can put this bottom piece in, and then once all of that's set and not going anywhere, once that's cured, then when I'm ready to connect the two hulls, this gives me access. Having this off gives me space both here and in the forward hull. And once everything's all set, then I can put this cover piece on, and that'll be part of the bottom of the battery box area here. So that's what that's all about. And then on the forward keel piece, these are the bottoms for the battery compartments in here. This is the bottom of the boat, still not glued on yet, but it's all ready to be glued on. And then so for example, this is that connector piece. I'll show you how this goes. So this will sit in here. It'll be glued epoxy to this side, the back end, and then the front end will be sticking out like this. And once it's in, this will all be gooped up with epoxy, slid into place, and then some temporary bolts put in to pull it down. And once that's all cured, those bolts popped out, fill the holes in, and so it'll have some fiberglass on the inside here connecting the two pieces. It's going to have some fiberglass on the bottom side of here connecting the two pieces. It'll have this piece bolted across. It's got this piece spanning across both of them, and it's got these outer pieces that will also be connecting the thing. So the forward and aft section. So it should be super, super strong. Yeah, so coming along pretty good. I'm hoping that someday soon, when the weather's good, I'll be able to open a garage door and pull these two pieces out and actually put them together and check the fit and just make sure everything's nice and straight. It should be, but it'll be really nice to actually see it all together in one piece. I'm going to be busy the next few days doing a bunch of different stuff, so probably won't be any videos for a little while. Thanks for watching.